What's up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture, Hop Farm. We're back with the set it and forget it compost pile that we're speeding up the process, trying to heat it up to get it ready to use in the wife's garden. Let's turn it, see what it looks like. It's been 7 days. Oh yeah, technically, it's been 8 days. I was supposed to turn this yesterday, was the plan, for every 2 days. But we have been getting a ton of rain, and I'm not gonna turn this pile in the rain. I learned that about 2 years ago. I was doing, actually I did, is on the first 18-day compost pile videos I've done. I will drop the link down in the description. Also drop it in an iCard, drop it in right here. But I learned that when it's pouring buckets, raining cats and dogs, don't come turn your compost pile in it. It makes everything way too wet. And that's what it did all day yesterday here, was just pour buckets. We're in a little break of it right now. We've got a couple hour break of the rain, and it's supposed to start up again later tonight. So I'm gonna try to get this thing done now so we can get it turned, look at it, and see what it looks like, because we really wanna use it in this garden this weekend. It is Wednesday today, so if I can get it turned today and let it sit till the weekend, I think it'll be ready. Let's look. As soon as I pull that back, holy moly, they're everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see them. Worms everywhere. Let's go put these in the garden real quick. That's a good sign. They're still green in the pile. The pile is warm. I can feel the outside, it's warm. Let's do the ouch test. Maybe one of these days I'll invest in a compost thermometer. Maybe there's a compost thermometer company out there watching, they want to send me one. I'll do a review on it. Oh yeah, guys. This is looking beautiful. I know you can see the steam pouring out of there now. I know you probably couldn't too much last time. When I turned it you could, but at the initial, it's cooler today. It's like 55 degrees. I know we went from 85 to 55 in a couple of days. North Carolina weather, baby. All right, so the middle of the pile, there is hardly any green material, any really green stuff in the middle. So let's give you a close look. When we turn this, hopefully all the green material that's on the outside right now will look like what's going on here in the middle. Breaking down real well, real well. All right, let's turn this thing before we start getting rained on, guys. So I'm really glad I covered this pile, because it would have just got way too wet. Probably would have cooled it down. It would have pushed all the oxygen out of it as the water's running through it, and it wouldn't be heating up like it's heating up. So cover your pile, helps keep the moisture in that you put in, helps keep moisture out that you don't want. But it's not a necessity, guys. Don't say, oh, I can't make a compost pile because I don't have anything to cover it with. No, 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 no. It'll still work without one. Just maybe not as well. So when you're turning a pile, one of the best ways to attack it is to pick off the outside of it, put it in the middle, and then go to the inside of it and put it on the outside. So you're trying to turn the pile inside out pretty much. So all the material on the outside gets the benefit of heating up, and the microbiology, microorganism, everything that's going on the inside to heat it up, all that material gets the benefit of those when you turn it. So if you wouldn't turn it, it would take a lot longer for that stuff on the outside of the pile to get ready like the inside of the pile. So there's another reason why you turn it, not just to get oxygen in it, not just to make fast compost, but also to make sure all the material breaks down at the same rate. Now I have been hearing lately a lot of people saying, Bill, that's a lot of work. Man, that's a lot of work. I don't know how you do it, that's a lot of work. If it's a lot of work to you, then it's gonna be a lot of work to you. I enjoy physical labor personally, so something like this is not a lot of work to me. But if you were to put me behind a desk and have me pushing papers, that would be a lot of work to me. If you would sit me down and say, hey, read this novel, Bill, that would be a lot of work to me. I'm not a good reader. I struggle at reading, I struggle at spelling, so if you're looking at my descriptions and my my thumbnails and my my titles and stuff, they may have spelling errors. I try to correct them as soon as someone tells me. I'm just not the best reader, I'm not the best speller, and I'm okay with that, obviously. I'm telling you guys that what one of my weaknesses is. I don't mind speaking, as you can tell. We can talk about something till the cows come home. But if you want me to write a book about it or something, I'm going to struggle with that. A novel to you may be a fun time. A novel to me is not a fun time. To believe it or not, turning a compost is fun times. Solution: if you don't like turning compost, maybe you're of an age to where it's just like physically really hard for you. Hey, chickens! No, 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 no! They're gonna mess up my compost. Or maybe you just don't want or like the physical labor. A solution for that would be a compost turner. You can make them out of 55-gallon barrels. I've seen that done on YouTube before. You can make them out of bigger drums. The only problem I see with those is the volume, the amount that you're making in those drums. That's the only problem I see there. If you have enough nitrogen in it, yes, it's gonna heat up. It's also gonna turn really stinky, soupy, nasty. Compost barrel is options. I've never used them before, but everyone that I've seen use them. If I go to another farm, or I go to a small homestead, or I go to someone's house that has one, they're always disgusting. So I decided to do it this way. But a compost turner is an option for you. A compost barrel. Let's get back to work before the rain gets this. This pile could use just a little bit of water, but I'm not gonna add it. It is a little misty out right now, so it's getting wet as I'm turning it, and we'll get wet throughout the day as it rains some more. So that cover did help shed the water off, the majority of the water off. It kept it nice and moist in here. Last tip, if you don't want to turn this yourself, trick yourself. You've been telling yourself, I know you have, that you want to exercise more. That's 90% of the United States. 90%, that's probably 90% of the world. Tell themselves on a regular basis they want to exercise more. They want to eat better, they want to exercise more. Guess what you're doing with the compost pile? Every 2 days, I'm getting 15-20 minutes of exercise in, whether I want to or not. And I'm making something that I can grow some of the best food in the world with. That's knocking both of those out at the same time, guys. You're doing something that you can grow some of the best nutritious food with, and you're getting your exercise in. Mindset, my people, mindset. Let's get it done. All right, y'all, that is it. Let's give you a walk around, show you what it looks like. This stuff is looking mighty fine, mighty fine. So we got it to the 3 foot tall, and it's about 6 foot wide, so it's gonna be plenty big enough to heat up. See, most of the material on the outside is not green. We tried to get that in the middle to heat up. The moisture level was fine. So overall, this pile's looking really good, guys. I think it's gonna be ready in 3 days. Was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Saturday would be 3 days. I wanna use this on Saturday. It is Wednesday at the moment. So we had one extra day. This is the 8th day on it, so the 7th day. We know we wanted to get it done in a week, but we had to wait because of the rain. Now, I think it's gonna be definitely done by Saturday. That gives it 3 days to cook. We're gonna let this sit for 3 days, and then we're going to move it into the wife's garden, right behind that mower. She's gonna be planting some corn, some green beans, and some cucumbers with this. We are gonna sheet mulch it, so we're gonna put a layer of cardboard down first. I'll be doing that today, so we can get nice and wet and flat down. We'll put a layer of cardboard in the area, and then we're gonna put this compost in the area and grow her seeds. If you guys missed the first videos, they'll be popping in right here. And there's also a playlist to this pile that I started about 5 months ago. You can find that in the description. Let's cover this pile up and we'll be done.